One shot, one kill.
Fire when ready.
We're basically pinned down, and we're surrounded by snipers.
So, I mean, like, you're gonna lock me in here with a bunch of fucking Star Wars movies and whatever. Fuck all, some comics, and all, twist my arm.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I might get exposed sometime soon as well.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, our numbers are climbing here in Canada, and our finance minister. I'm sure you guys are aware of this. His little Caribbean adventure. You're like,
time for a fucking yeah.
Yeah, why'd you try and hide it, bro? You could have just went on your Caribbean adventure like a fucking prick. But
He is
you
a
got
fucking prick too.
yeah. Oh yeah. The tears in his eyes. As he resigned. It was an error in judgment. You're an idiot, and everybody knew. Everybody knew he was doing it. Like, your finance minister doesn't go to the Caribbean and you not know about it. Like, there's no surprise vacations.
You can go into a room with any group of people anywhere at any time right now in this COVID time.
Mm-hmm.
And you could say, hey, I'm thinking about going on a Caribbean vacation. And your general consensus would be, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That'd be, there's no group of people that wouldn't just look at you like you were a fucking moron. So, like, how he even, like, pulled this off to begin with, I don't know who thought that'd be.
I just love how he probably had the worst fucking New Year's ever. Like, can you imagine his wife just chewing him out on the entire flight home? Like, fucking Roddy, I told you should have told Doug. Look at the mess you got us in now. And then he gets home and he's not on a beach, and now he's out of a job, and welcome back to Ontario for New Year's Eve, asshole.
Out of job? Fuck that, man. He's probably getting paid.
Well,
he's probably getting a paycheck for life. That's how your tax dollars work right there, Adam.
I'm sure he can leverage his experience in the private sector, etc. But he's not going to be getting any high.
You don't think he's got that 100K pension cooking right now?
Oh, he
think
might.
Deluxe stopped right there.
Former president of the OLG before this, so.
Oh yeah, money probably wasn't an issue then, and it's not going to be an issue afterwards. But
yeah, he's really suffering. He just didn't want to take any shit, so he's like, "Fuck it, I quit."
Yeah. So that was infuriating. Because like, I don't know what the fuck. Like, it's not hard to just sacrifice a little bit when you're super rich, but maybe it is. Maybe that's the lesson we're learning here. It's just like, I'm super rich.
Yeah. I'm super rich. I work for the people. That's always great too. That's helpful.
Well, the super rich have always quote unquote worked for the people.
They got their money rake and they drag it across your back to get the nickels. It's fucking great.
Oh man.
Good imagery.
Yeah. Speaking of government corruption, we watched a little film by the name of Sniper 3, released 2004, directed by PJ Pesci. I'm gonna go with that, of TV, and the guy's got like he's a sequel artist. I was looking at his little resume. He's got like Smokin' Aces 2 under the belt. I think he had another franchise under like Low Rent franchise under the belt, and then he did a bunch of television.
Nice.
Up until today.
That's what you want. That's a good job. Where people are like, hey, what do you think about making a sequel here? We got like an eighth of the budget.
Third of the cast.
I can do it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. Is it direct to video? Sure.
Yeah.
Done.
The foundation's been laid. Just sort of, pick up the pieces and run with it.
Yeah. This time, I forget the Berenger woman. I think it was Kathleen or Catherine or something like that. She's no longer an associate producer. I think she was an executive producer on this. I'm not sure, what that means, but I did note it. Not enough to have written down her first name though. Or to solve the case of like what her relationship is with Tom. I'm still going with family member and or wife. How did we feel about this fella? This movie, Sniper 3?
I don't know. This was a big meh for me, guys. This was inferior to Sniper 2.
Whoa. Okay.
Whoa. Yeah.
And,
all right. Interesting.
And Tom here doesn't make any effort to keep himself in any condition other than a whiskey swiller. And I just don't know what the fuck got brought to the table here, guys.
Oh,
you guys disagree? Like, you think this is something other than a complete shit show, a shit-catastrophe?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is a far superior movie to 2. I want to hear. Adam's just come off. He's just watched it this afternoon.
Okay.
So.
Oh, Adam's coming off a high
fresh.
here. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's...
Yeah. No, much better than Sniper 2 in my opinion.
God.
It's like someone took the Sniper franchise and took Apocalypse Now and mashed it together.
Yep.
And I thought it was, I don't want to say really well done objectively, but I mean, in the world of sniper movies, I was happy with it. It was an hour and a half. Didn't feel like my time was wasted like it was with Sniper 2. It was a different sort of movie, I guess, than Sniper 2. There was not that sort of action all the time, but then like the action scenes were really like kind of classic action scenes in a lot of ways. I thought like there was more going on. I was happy with it.
Yeah, I thought the music was much better. The guy who did the music, Tim Jones, he actually did some music on Thor Ragnarok. I went and looked him up. So he's a going concern in Hollywood currently. Not that means, and that's an argument according to authority, accidentally, but still, I thought it was much better. I thought all the principal actors were very good, and like this was a movie about Thomas Beckett and his feelings and shit. Like it wasn't him getting thrown into another universe. It was his universe. And yeah, like you said, I don't, I wrote down Kurtz, Colonel Kurtz, at the end. It's cheesy, right? But at least it's trying to do some stuff like that scene when he's in the hotel room and he's watching Bridge Over River Kwai. That was an attempt at an artful, parallel. And madness, and I was like, oh man, this movie's trying in a way that I think we demonstrated that the other movie was not. Like that movie did not try to do anything. The only thing actually, I got a question. I didn't have any subtitles in mine.
No, same.
Yeah,
no,
on iTunes.
You don't need them.
Okay, I was just wondering whether or not that was standard or whether or not something fucked up. And
that's...
you don't need them. But
I went back
maybe
to the
there's a
settings
version
about 5 times, and that movie ended up being about a 2-hour viewing because of that. Because I kept going back to like multiple settings trying to get the goddamn subtitles on. I was just like, forget it.
You thought you thought Kwan's dialogue was gonna be important there, bro?
I was a little curious.
I was too.
Yeah.
You know what I realized? Do you know what I realized that there purposefully wasn't any subtitles? When they said, "Oh, you like a special massage, a happy ending?" Come on, guys. This was the worst Asian placement movie. I'm not even sure what the fuck, man. They went straight to Thailand because let's face it, we can film. Our bang for buck's going to be real sweet here. Whoever the fuck pulled the trigger on that, I'm sure these guys had a blast on set.
That's a good question. I wonder whether or not, actually, I didn't look up if it was actually filmed in Vietnam. But anyway, go on.
Fuck, I'd be sad if it was on a soundstage after all that effort to blow a bunch of shit up.
No. I mean, no. You said Thailand, so I was I'm not sure.
Yeah.
In the same way that Sniper 1 wasn't in.
Byron Mann is not Thai, but he's a fairly accomplished actor. Also, the bad guy was okay.
Paul Finnegan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
played by John Doman. He's an accomplished actor, and I liked the angle and stuff on that. But I mean, like overall, like
it was
the
filmed in
action was
Thailand. You're right.
terrible. Oh God, what a it was the fucking plot from Ninja Turtles, guys. Fucking Paul Finnegan was the Shredder.
I wrote that down. I wrote that down too.
Yeah,
That fucking
I wrote
sucked.
that down too. When he goes into the cave and he sees them all like training and playing video games, I was like, it's the fucking Foot Clan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a weak point. I'll give that point up.
Oh well, yeah. Let's talk about some other weak points. Like when all of us, like a lot of the Hong Kong action elements, like the elements of Hong Kong action that this movie tried to incorporate. You know, a little flat. Like not like you weren't getting
like the bar type of vibe and stuff.
Well, mostly at the beginning when we first meet Quan and he I don't know I honestly don't know what that transaction was about other than he wanted to arrest that guy, and then he chased him through a market and stuff like that, and they're sliding on ice, and you know, like it's I don't want to compare it to Jackie Chan, but it's like it's in that vein.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I guess that's kind of interesting in the sense that like I think that's what Sniper ends up doing. It just like it takes. So even though this version or this movie had like sort of an emotional core to it, and a focus on Beckett's character, it's basically Tom Beckett being thrown into a kind of a Hong Kong action movie happening on the side, whereas number 2 was about him getting thrown into like an espionage movie, and I guess this had some of that as well, but yeah, you know, if you didn't like it, James, I mean, I guess we really can't argue with that, but
it's gonna be a pretty hard sell here, guys. This was pretty sad.
Yeah,
like the reason the Hong Kong action movie like stuff didn't really work out is because we were not in Hong Kong. We were in Thailand, which has a real specific flavor to it.
I don't know but that's not the reason it didn't work. It's just because it was clunky and filmed probably over 2 days with, you know, the sequel artist. You know, there's lots of reasons it could go bad that had nothing to do with like the location.
They let them blow off a lot of pyro shit. I can tell you that though.
Yeah,
a lot of like gunfire too.
Yeah, and like the bar blowing up, which was an interesting component of that action scene too.
The bar blowing up, like it actually blew up. I remember a woman
when Beck is supposed to make his kill.
Yeah.
And chaos ensues. He misses.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, I think a bottle of liquor gets spilled, and I can't remember exactly what the source of combustion was, but that whole bar went up in flames. Which I was like, oh, good. Yeah, it's kind of like the streetcar in Sniper 2. Where you're just like, wow, that's good fireworks.
Yeah. I love
there was a fuel source in Sniper 2, though.
Yeah. Well, alcohol's flammable. Come on, Molotov cocktails, bro.
Well,
did you notice that woman who was horribly trampled?
Yeah.
That was so pointless. That was enjoyable though. I don't see how you could. Okay, so fine, he's not in fighting shape. I think maybe I'm gonna go out on a limb. Like, I think because this movie was about feelings and about relationships, that's why it doesn't appeal to you as much, which is which is totally fair. I mean, like that it is a legitimate complaint.
It was just bad. It was so bad. Even when he had his non-flashback, it was the same flashback through the whole movie.
It did happen. But it was a clue, man. It was a clue.
No, it wasn't. There was no
nightmare.
clue. The fucking camera guy. It was like, oh, Petey, what are you doing here? What the fuck? I don't know.
Like to introduce you to Petey, and then like it became important later. When we were later told secondhand that the Senators went on a fucking rampage and covered it up, killed old Petey or Steve or whatever that guy's name was, filmed the whole thing.
That's right. Okay. What a great fucking plot twist / Easter egg. Best thing about this movie, the shot to end all shots.
Oh yeah.
When he shot that dude's hand to get that was
tendon. Boom. Amazing.
Yeah.
I think Chris walked out of the room.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah,
I guess for anyone listening, we're not talking about like podcast Chris. We're talking about different Chris. I don't I don't know how to defend it. It just tickled me.
Yeah, no, it was entertaining. I was the same. Like it was.
Yeah.
I was entertained for an hour and a half. I accepted it for what it was. Like I said, I liked the shitty Apocalypse Now mashup and the kind of half-assed attempt at being something a little bit deeper.
Yeah, man.
He became
the mongoose.
He did become the mongoose. Yeah,
you have
bowed down. That's like, and then I had been making notes at that point about.
That moment was awesome. Yeah. Okay.
He's like, I don't want this. No, you have the power, and you're like, yeah. I will say, you like this movie clearly treats Vietnamese as primitives. I'll accept that as a valid criticism of this movie.
You did get Beckett stayed completely in character throughout that too. You know? The fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
Also, the same thing happened with his relationship with that doctor. Where it was just like
Sid.
Yeah.
Sid. Yeah.
Yeah. She clearly wanted to.
Beckett doesn't need anything or anyone.
And like
just a fucking bottle of Jack.
Yeah. He botches that time difference so bad when he calls her. He's like, oh, I had no idea that there was a 12-hour difference between Vietnam and America. Oh, shit, sorry. That was kind of weird, but...
yeah. Been drinking.
He has no interest in happy endings. He has no interest in anything like that.
Well, man, it's all about one shot, one kill. You guys know that.
Yeah, it was established too in the training thing in the beginning.
Like right away. I love that.
He's got nothing left if he's not putting his life on the line.
Yeah. I like that.
It's hard to not. Sniper 2 was so fucking bad. Also, that it's hard to say that this was worse. It was just also bad. I think that you guys are maybe selling me on it being kind of a bit of an upgrade from Sniper 2.
I mean, if it's bad in a different way. Like, I don't know, Sniper 2 just lacked so much of things that are good. I don't know how else to put it. Like, it just the acting was so awkward. Like, there was no chemistry at all. At least in this movie, there was a little bit of chemistry with the actors. I mean, a little bit, but it's an upgrade. I'll give it a minor upgrade, but
everyone who was like all the principal actors had an equivalent gravitas to Tom to Berenger. I'm not sure about Quan, but he was meant to be sort of the Asian sidekick anyway. Because like I'll be fair, like this movie is it treats them like fucking primitives. Even when Quan is talking about like Vietnam, not like it's not any better. It's like maybe you guys won't fuck it up this time. It just takes all agency away from the country and really lionizes America. But what else are you going to get from the Sniper franchise? So
yeah, that's asking too much.
Yeah, didn't fuss too much about that. I did like, and I thought, James, that you would appreciate when they heard NWA.
Okay, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
That prompted a kind of what the fuck is going on here?
Gotta listen to more Bob Seger. You're like, wow. But that kind of it made me want to listen to Bob Seger and think more about Thomas Beckett's character and like sort of what he sees in that. It felt like a key to unlocking him. But then I didn't bother.
Depression, drunk depression.
Yeah, is that what Bob Seger sells? I generally
pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, he's just a depressed old drunk.
Like Bob Dylan, it's the same sort of vibe.
That's not fair. I think
I was gonna go off on a tangent there, but yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, what's your tangent?
I'm basing that on
this movie's not going to give us much more to chew on, so we might as well fucking move on to talking about Bob Dylan. And there was a little bit about, because it opens up in the simulated battle environment. Beckett's old school. He throws away the tech and stuff routinely throughout. Picks up the old rifle. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily add anything to the movie, but it's definitely like it's a theme that carries throughout. You can give it that at least. And Beckett got a happy ending. Like he didn't get a happy ending, but
she certainly didn't.
but basically, like this is the story of how Thomas Beckett in a trip to Saigon became the mongoose and cleaned up Washington. With a bullet. And that's interesting. I mean, it's stupid, but that's what happened.
It is what happened, actually. Yeah.
I actually really like that he shot like their informant in the face, also, or like one of their guys that was on, sort of working with the NSA.
When
he missed.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah,
palsy hand.
That's a huge mistake.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the one shot, one kill fell apart.
Yeah.
Well, it was one shot, one kill. I mean, like, it was true to
just
the one shot, one kill. Yeah. It's just like, if Beckett pulls the trigger, somebody's dead.
Yeah. I kind of like that scene though, because like he's shocked, right? You should have never been out in the field. Like your hand's kind of palsied now, but what's he gonna do?
Yeah, I did like the tendon pseudoscience too. That was good.
Well, we don't know that that's pseudoscience. I'm sure that they did their work on that.
Yeah,
we'd have to watch it and really think about it. But
I know that if you cut flexor tendons in your finger, because I've had one cut, that you can sister. They can sort of like microsurgeons can flay them so that you can sister two fingers to move at the same time.
Okay.
That's kind of
so like it could make sense that the one finger being severed like that could affect the other one. I don't know. I'm just
okay. There you go. See,
just grasping at straws here.
Yeah, back in the old day of Marvel Comics, they really strived for continuity, and then whenever there was a flub, and a fan noticed, they could offer an explanation in the letters column, and they'd get a no prize if it was a good one, if a good explanation. So you win a no prize, sir.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Done. Stan Lee approved. Very nice.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there was more to talk about with Sniper 2 because it sucked more, and I think this is gonna.
Oh, that's gonna be the testament.
That might be it. Like a movie is either, if it's very good, there's lots to say about it. You did say that this was a movie for you.
Yeah, you know what? I think that you may be onto something here, because this has happened to us before when we did some comic reviews and we just reviewed two good comics, and everybody's like, it was good, and it kind of died on the vine that way.
Yeah.
If you're going,
but this is not. Yeah, but this isn't a good. This is a man. So I think
it's a mediocre.
But it's like, yeah, it's like. I'm just saying it's better than Sniper 2.
5 out of 10.
We're gonna have to take it to the scoreboard on this one, I think, and find something else to do with our time. Yeah.
Here, actually, for a movie that got a 5 out of 10, I'd like to read you guys this review.
Please, yeah, I want to read
9 out of 10. I like the casting choices. Of course, Tom Berenger is the perfect actor.
Oh, I read this.
John Doman, Dennis Arndt, Willem Duffy especially Byron Mann were convincing in their characters. The Vietnamese cast and crew were phenomenal. I liked a very well written story, no loose ends. all the information was told and the story was used in its conclusions. I like the location choices, Vietnam. I like the music. Wow. There is a Southeast Asian theme, but not over the top stereotypical. Gotta disagree. The music was hip, matched the screens of the movie. I like the cinematography, the lighting doc with Quan, the informant. Great job, really. Like,
there you go.
You're fucking delusional.
I mean, that's blind faith to the Sniper franchise right there. But,
That's a Tom Berenger fanboy.
Yeah, but like his basically all the things that he said that he liked. I mean, it's the same things that Adam and I have said that we liked, except the part that I'll disagree with, I'm gonna that you disagreed with, I'll also disagree with. But yeah, it is. Yeah, it's just it's an exaggeration. This movie's half decent. It's the best. Yeah.
I'm gonna find a fucking 1-star here. Oof.
Well, that won't be too hard, I would imagine.
I'll say it's the best, like, half decent movie I've seen in a long time.
There we go.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's perfectly fair.
Here's a beauty.
Mhm.
1 out of 10. Absolute rubbish. One of the worst films ever. Appalling plot. Terrible acting. The only interesting thing was trying to work out whether or not Tom Berenger wears a toupee.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That is a damning review.
Yeah, why'd that guy bother? Like when you...
Because he wanted to unleash, but he wanted to keep it brief, you know?
Yeah, but I what I mean is, like, why did he watch the movie? Like, you could turn it off, fella. You know, like, you don't...
Because he wanted to complete his critical review.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess like, maybe he's on the same quest as us.
This is just it.
Appalling plot.
Yeah. That's... Yeah, I'm gonna need, like, I'm not convinced that this is like a brilliant piece of work or anything, but I wouldn't. That's not fair. He's not being fair.
Which leaves us somewhere in between, around 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I like this segment where we look at reviews and then comment. It's very meta. Helps us to sharpen our critical edge.
Yeah, I mean, like that. I like some of the stuff that gets posted on IMDb. It just shocks the shit out of me. Like, how could that be classified as any kind of review? It should be categorized as amateur reviews.
Well, I don't think anyone.
Yeah.
Well, I think they try to get around that with official reviewers on, like, Rotten Tomatoes and shit like that. Everybody gets to talk on the internet, though. Don't take that away from them.
Yeah,
like,
no,
it's like when people review something on Amazon, showed up in the box ruined. You're like, well, that's not about the product. You know, book was rumpled when I got it. I don't need to know that.
Yeah, it is important. Okay, I disagree with that. Because
Okay.
I bought a truck once. On
we're talking
Amazon.
about like a toy truck.
A big fucking toy truck.
Okay.
With a claw that you sit on, like a backhoe.
Okay.
Anyway, it came dirty as fuck, and all the packaging ripped off of it. Because clearly it was in a shit ass warehouse somewhere, and somebody threw that bitch into a box as is, and just mailed it to me. Now, yes, the product was not damaged. However, it's relevant to them being shitty seller.
Okay, I think we've seen the process in action now. You just, like, walked us through how these reviews come to be.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
I'd be fine being classified in the amateur reviewer section also.
I think you're gonna have to be fine with it. I don't know at what point the Extinction Agenda will like get its credentials.
I'm gonna get onto IMDb somehow to fucking post my own reviews.
I'm sorry. Maybe I don't understand. Like, is there a gateway that I'm unaware of? Like, you're gonna have to pay a fee. How do you? I thought you just log in, make an account.
Is that all you do?
I would think so. I mean, like, that would have to explain, like, why we get so many.
You know what? It appears as though if I just fucking sign in with my Gmail address, I could drop a review on this fucking bomb right now.
Oh, as the Extinction Agenda? We disagree with all of you.
Well,
Reviewer number one has some
Yeah,
5
yeah,
points.
we can.
Right.
Okay, well, clearly I'm not going to do that with the Extinction Agenda email.
Yeah.
Has to be taken very seriously.
Yeah, we don't want. I wrote a letter to a YouTube channel for my son. He likes the trains, and
Yeah, he likes trains.
yeah, and the guy who runs the channel, he introduces himself, and the kid said he wanted to write a letter to Mike Armstrong, so I wrote him from the Extinction Agenda.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Did you tell him to tune in?
No, I didn't. Oh, I would like to. We should shill. I would like to take a moment to shill the Extinction Agenda. If you like what we do, please share. tell people about us, and leave a review. That seems appropriate to bring that up.
Also,
Right
we
now.
get really excited if you send us an
Anything
email or comment on something, even if it's like on YouTube.
Yeah. Even if it's madness,
we get fired up. Yeah.
Yeah. So
we can't offer you anything, but
yeah.
Your prize is going to be a sarcastic response.
Maybe a shout out. Maybe a shout out if it's worth it. But don't hold your breath, folks.
Wow, what an incentive!
I just feel I'm screaming into the void anyway, right? So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The what? Okay, can we got to review this thing? So what's our score? Having said all that,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to hear yours. Well, you want mine first so that you guys can. I don't know. It's 2 stars. 2 out of 5.
Okay, we're going with the 5 stars. All right.
Yeah, I can't do a 10 for rating. It leaves a little too much wiggle room.
Okay.
Wow. Really painting us in the corner on this one. Okay.
So what did you do? You said 2?
Yeah.
Well, I can't give it more than 2. Like that just makes us equal.
You can go 2.5. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'll do 2.5. I'm really hesitant to give this thing a 3 because that leaves only 2 stars left, and that means it's close to good. So 2.5 is 2.5 is where I'm at. I could be persuaded to go down to 2 though.
Whoa, hey, come on.
Whoa, okay.
I mean,
just on the NWA reference alone,
I'm gonna give it 3, but I mean, like, taking into account the type of movie it is and the expectation I had going into it. I'm giving it 3 stars.
Would you say met expectations? Is that what I'm hearing, kind of?
Actually exceeded, because Sniper 2 was such a pile of shit.
Yeah.
That I went into this with such low expectations that
there's nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, no, and I actually even think had I not seen Sniper 2, if I skipped it completely, went from 1 to 3, I still would have been happy with this thing.
Oh.
And my expectations were super low, and maybe that, like, I thought it was just going to get worse. Remember last time we talked, we were like, it's just going to get worse. Like it's like, this is bad, but next movie is going to be worse. I'm glad it wasn't. At least it leveled out. Let's say that, it was going down and it's leveled out. And now I'm curious to see where I don't think the franchise is going to soar until Sniper 8. But at least, I'm curious on how it's going to like maintain its altitude for the next movies, and maybe ups and downs. And I think we found our level though.
Yeah,
I think so. I can't wait for the return of Billy Zane, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you've been chomping at the bit. The time is now, man. Yeah, well,
that's what's going to get me going. Yeah.
And you were excited about some sort of Nazi villain, and I think we'll have some fun.
We're going into the home stretch here now for the Sniper franchise.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
When does Billy Zane come back?
Sniper Reloaded, number 4.
Oh, all right. Well,
yeah, he's the baton. Like the metaphorical passing of the baton is just like Billy Zane.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and this has got the Nazi bad guy and the first appearance of Chad Michael Collins.
Yeah. You get excited every time you. So that you're on film. You're recorded twice, already having the same reaction. It's got a really great villain. Yeah.
This is gonna be at least the same as the last one.
Your reaction, or the episode, or the movie.
I just think that it's gonna have. You know what? It might be better because Chad Michael Collins could do a combat role on his own.
Yeah, I think. I'm hoping like something has to propel the franchise forward at this point. Like they made 4 movies starring this guy, so he's got to be something. Something's gonna have to happen. We're gonna like, whoa, this guy's on the scene. Hopes are up.
Yeah, seriously. Or maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe we're just in for 4 movies of just shit.
Yeah, or at least 3. Yeah, it's gonna be shit, just shit. Bunch of.
There's 3 more movies before the last one.
Yeah. Do the math. 4, 5, 6.
Oh fuck.
No, I guess 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jesus, so many more.
Maybe Sniper 8 is high watermark. Who knows?
Chris actually made a comment and said, "Why were we working the toilet bowl of action franchises?"
Oh well, I think that answers the question. You know, like this is an important quest. Nobody's doing this.
Did you laugh at him?
It's worth taking.
Yeah.
I can see that. It's kind of I think that's maybe something we're just not discussing enough of. Like, what's happening in the why is the B movie franchise something to get fired up about? Like, there's people that do. You know, you could pick your poison if you want to do Dolph's B movies or Steven Seagal's or whatever straight to videos. You know,
no, but this isn't that. Like, what set us on this quest, if I remember correctly, is we were. No, because this is at the end of the day. Like, we can treat this like a novel. It's a complete story. You know, like it's like no. It is because sorry, I'm collecting my thoughts on this. Like, unless Dolph Lundgren did a series of movies that had the same characters in it or their children, and the franchise was Brutalist 1, Brutalist 2, Brutalist Reloaded, and then we were like, oh, let's check out this sequence. So you're saying this is basically this is like Harry Potter. This is an epic quest. Yeah. Well, it's. I mean, our podcast is an epic quest. I'm not going to say that the fucking franchise is an epic quest. But what set us on this is that we got to 8 and we were like, and it was pretty good. And I think we were wondering how the fuck did this happen? And let's find out. That's where we're at.
Okay, I'm comfortable with that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I think justifying our existence to ourselves every once in a while is going to happen.
Yeah.
As we continue on this, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we doing this again? Yeah.
What the fuck's after Sniper Reloaded?
I don't know what they named it. Sniper 5?
Sniper Legacy.
Oh yeah.
Boy.
Okay, good. Yeah. No, it's smart for them not to use the number.
No, wait, is that 6?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck. It's hard. I need the sequence here.
We don't need to work this out live on air. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Well, no. I thought about it for a second there. Yeah.
It's always fun to get behind the guns and send some rounds down range.